Hey everybody, happy Sunday. Hope you're doing well. And I'm just doing some sketching here, trying to wrap up this sketch inspired by New York City. This is actually inspired by near Broadway. This is Junior's restaurant. They have this really cool orange and white striped canopy. So I'm just kind of alluding to that canopy idea here for Junior's, and then kind of looking up at some buildings. So yeah, if you're in the chat, say hello. I'd love to know who's out there. Feel free to ask any questions. And I'm on really early tonight, but had to get my energy going. I've been kind of tired all day, and sketching really gets me going. I love doing this stuff. Yeah, I'm liking the way this is looking. I'll zoom in so you guys can see some close-ups of it. This is mixed media. It's Sharpie. Ta-da! My favorite sketching right here. Sketching pen, Sharpie. Some watercolors. I have some ink on here as well. And what else? Highlighter. You may have just seen me. I was using an orange highlighter. And yeah, I just love these mixed media kind of sketches. They're so much fun. Move that over. I'll zoom in so you can see some of the detail, how it's looking. You know, are these the colors of the buildings in reality? No, not at all. It's just kind of my take or feel of, my feelings, just how I think when I go there, what I feel or experience looking at the photograph, or especially being in the city. I'd like to try to capture the energy of the city with my quick lines here. A lot of movement, a lot of vibe. Yeah, so I don't try to make realistic sketches. I just want to have fun with them and use colors and lines that make me happy. I hope that's cool. I'm sure some of you guys can relate to what I'm saying. You know, for me, taking a picture is that's the realistic. That's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm capturing, all the detail. But the sketching is just, it's my interpretation of a scene. I don't know how much more. Actually, I do know what I want to do. I want to just bold up some edges on these buildings. This one here in particular, and then this one here, because I want these two buildings on the sides to just kind of frame what's going on in the background. Let's see. And for that, I'm going to break out the big gun here. Do I want to use a Sharpie or Lamy? I'm not sure. Sharpie or Lamy. If I want to bleed the ink, I'll use my Lamy pen with my Lamy black ink. If I want it to be more permanent, so it doesn't bleed with water, I'll use a Sharpie. And I don't think I want this ink to bleed, so let's go with Sharpie. I'm just bumping it up from the ultra fine point. They make an ultra fine point, I don't know if you can read that, and an extra fine point. And then you step up to this size here. Alright, let's kind of bold this a little bit. Still want to keep the lines kind of really loose. I'm going to hold the Sharpie towards the end and kind of let my hand have a lot of freedom. Hey, D-Ray's in the house. D-Ray, great to see you. How are you? Hope you're well, my friend. Always great seeing you pop onto the chat here. So you can see, right, just by using that thicker Sharpie, it's really bolding up that building so it looks closer. And I'm going to do the same thing with the opposite side here. Hopefully you can see that difference it made. So this building edge is really, it's framing what's happening back there. Just to give a little sense of depth to it. pretty fun. It looks good to me. And really, this is kind of in the foreground too. So I'm gonna boldy that one. Breaking out the big guns. Oh yeah. I'll show you. I will show you the big guns of Sharpies. Just a second. One of the things that really interests me is looking up, walking around New York City, looking at the buildings and the perspective of how the buildings come together. There's all kinds of interesting shapes in the skyline, and I'm really just starting to learn or see those shapes. The more I go into the city, I'm looking for the interesting silhouettes of the buildings against the sky. Big guns of Sharpies, that's right. Let's pull out. Here you go. Just a little Sharpie line up here. Ready? This is great Sharpie lineup holiday music. All right. So we have the Sharpie king size. Ta-da! Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? Grab a blank sheet of paper. Let's try some. Just some scrap paper. I know I have. I just found a bunch of. Alright, here's just a scrap. Alright, let's do a little Sharpie line up. Ready? Start the big gun here. This is a Sharpie king size. I don't know if it might be dried up. I hate to say it, but it is. There goes my Sharpie lineup. To be continued. Fortunately, this one is dried up. I have to throw it out. Anyway, with the Sharpie king size. Ta-da! Sharpie fine point. Sharpie ultra fine point. What else? I know there's an extra fine point. Oh, I actually pulled one out. Extra fine point. What's the difference of these two? Look at the tips. Camera's not really focusing. Focus! It's focusing on the back. You can see the tips are different on these. I actually prefer the extra fine point, the one on the left, for sketching. We have these two. We also have here a Sharpie roller pen, another Sharpie pen. This one is kind of more like a flare type Sharpie. OMG. What else do we have? There are more Sharpies in here somewhere. Anyway, but there's a huge line that seems like Sharpies. Oh yeah, and the highlighters as well. Sharpie's really increasing their product line. But enough about that. So there you go. I think this one, guys, might be a wrap. I don't know what else I want to add. Do I? I don't know. You know what? I think I'm going to throw down a little bit. This is a really fun color. It's called Railroad Worm. Hard to say. Railroad. Oh my gosh. Try saying that 10 times fast. Railroad worm. Railroad worm. Railroad worm. Railroad. You get the idea. Good stuff. But I'm just going to dip in my brush. It has a very, almost like a highlighter yellow color to it. I'll zoom in so you can see it better. I just want to pop some of this on. Just some splattering as well. I don't want to overdo it. I just want to pop that kind of highlight right in the middle there. T-Ray says, this one may be a wrap. Thanks, spell check. That's so funny. T-Ray, I love when you summarize what I'm saying. I always appreciate that. Thank you so much. It is great to see you in here. Alright guys, I think this one might be done. I just kind of like it. I don't want to overdo it. I wish I could show you, but I am putting all of my, not all of them, but a lot of my sketches from New York City on my board over here. I have a magnetic board. And I've been posting pictures on my Facebook, so check my Facebook page out. It's looking really cool to see all these New York City sketches kind of in one place. I'd never done that before. But it's cool to pick out different styles and colors. Some are black and white, some are vibrant, some are less vibrant. Multiple sketches of the same buildings. So it's really fun just to be able to see all these pieces put together in one place. This will be going on the board. And I just found a whole stack here. I'm going to add to the board. I don't think my magnetic board is big enough, unfortunately. But I have these pieces here as well that I'm going to throw on. Some really cool perspective scenes. I've done a few sketches of the Domino Sugar Refinery. I love this bridge in Central Park. I don't remember exactly where this was taken, or just a rooftop kind of view. New York Public Library. There's a shot of the Brooklyn Bridge. Another one of the Brooklyn Bridge, you can kind of see. Two different ones. So there you go. Yeah, it's going to be fun to put all these up on the board. I'm stuck on this word. I'm not sure which word that is. That's okay if you put the misspelling in the chat. It's all good. I often tell my students I don't teach language arts because the grammar is not the best, and the spelling is not the best, and I stutter and stammer when I'm speaking and writing. Just do you. That's all we can ever ask, right? So here you go, really cool sketch. I'd like to do another one. I don't know if I'm going to start it now. We'll see, but I'm going to definitely add these to the board. Be sure to check out my Facebook page. Also my Instagram page. I posted a reel on there. Just kind of panning around this magnetic board I have here. If I had a remote camera, I'd go over there and kind of show you guys live. But I don't have that here this second. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate y'all so much. Maybe I'll be back on later to start a new sketch. We'll see. Take care. I'm out for a little bit. Peace and live creatively. I'll see you guys real soon. I'm going to find that finish button. Take care. No, I did not do my hair. Take care, guys.